You have an important event coming up. You are about to get a promotion, perhaps, and you still need to go through one round of job interviews, and that excitement is within you. You know that that goal is near. You know that it's going to change your life in so many ways, and you're really excited about it. Or maybe there's a different event. Maybe there's a very important test or exam that you need to pass. And there's so much at stake, and you've been preparing for it for weeks. You've been doing late night studying, and there's so much at stake again. Because when you pass it, then you're going to get those credentials that's going to give you more opportunities, right? So leading up to that event, there's a build up, and then boom, it happens. You get that new position. You do get that promotion. You pass the test. You get the credentials. You are the man. And then what follows after is the anticlimax. You feel drained. The excitement lasts for half a day, 24 hours, and the next day you feel weirdly empty, and you don't understand what's going on. It's like, hey, I was looking forward to this so much. I put so much work into this. So why am I not feeling like really good about it? What's happening? Well, I was going through these emotions all the time. For years, I was doing these tech exams one after another, and every time I was working harder for the next one than the previous one, because I was also driven by the fear that, hey, perhaps the next one is going to be the fail. I can't afford to fail it, so I have to study twice as hard. And I was putting so much time and energy into the exam preparation. And afterwards, I felt empty. I clearly remember this feeling driving from the exam center back to work and feeling this emptiness. I was completely devoid of any emotions. So in that case, in that particular, situation, that excitement didn't even last for an hour. There was a massive buildup, passing the exam, and then just driving and feeling completely empty, right? And same goes with promotions. I was going for a new position. I was really looking forward to it because I really wanted it. That would have been the next, natural step in my career progression. And it was, and I got it. I was excited about it. And again, the anticlimax after it. And back then, I couldn't explain why it's happening. I would just comfort myself with some alcohol, with some food, with something else, trying to maybe distract myself, escape from that reality, trying not to feel that emptiness. Anything, just not to feel it, right? But now I understand that it's the 95% of our brain that we don't really understand that's playing a big part of why we feel this way, why we feel empty, why we cannot find the happiness and satisfaction and fulfillment in these achievements. And it's wrong to start blaming the material world, start blaming the careers and all of those things and say that it's all wrong, that you should not be striving for anything. Why it's wrong? Because if you don't have any goals, any path in life to walk, then your life becomes empty. Yeah? That's what I strongly believe. You have to have a plan, a goal, because it adds meaning to what you're doing. But how to start understanding why you're feeling empty afterwards, and how to start making the shift from that emptiness to fulfillment. Join me live this weekend. The link is going to be in the description of this video or in the bio section, depending on which social platform you're watching this on. And in that live, I'm going to unpack the 8 years during which I was silent on English Harmony, and I'm going to go into the very depth of these events and what's happening in the 95% of our brain that we don't truly understand as our busy day-to-day lives go on.